Holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on their Beltway rivals, the Washington Commanders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set, punt.
Throwing first play is Lance. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now Lance throwing on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On play action, Lance. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is incomplete. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Lance looks to throw again. Pass complete there to McCool. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Quentin Johnston hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Done good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. A little short pass. This is Everett. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. This defense for the Commanders, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Quentin Johnston with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Done good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's Murray. It's complete to Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens Williams, touchdown. Jamison Williams, 62 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll give it to Patterson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And Lance now to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And Lance's this throw taken in by Johnston. There he goes left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Quentin Johnston on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Done good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Throw caught by Achane. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Murray off play action. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Although the wide receiver screen is getting no blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football, how about the defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw, it's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. In the second quarter and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Johnson for the extra point try. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning every...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That puts his drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And it is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Murray from midfield. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 11 back on that, and it leads to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. He's got this complete to Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. They'll find Williams on the slant. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the play and caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Out for the PAT, here's Johnson. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Lance throwing on second down. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught by Johnson. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Lance again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Lance looking to throw it. complete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lance. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense. And a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Get ready. Right through. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing now is Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alexander Madison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Done good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And Johnson's extra point up and good, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd down and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And Lance, he's going to change the play. Straight ahead, Patterson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Shotgun now for Lance. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Lance now on 1st down. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
To throw, it's Lance. That's complete right around the 80. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Cordero Patterson. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Done good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. To throw is Murray. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Hines now on the return.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. He finds his man complete. It's Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
Ready, break. Blaster, stay.
Lance now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. Lance now to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Murray going to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Standing just outside his own goal line. And this returnable for Hines. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Lance. To the sideline, and that was a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
The Lance going to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Quentin Johnston, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now Murray throwing on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Murray. He wants it all for the end zone. Got it, man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jamison Williams, 37 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. Down the numbers, there he goes. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Touchdown, Washington. Quentin Johnston, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Done good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray now. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Throwing on first down is Lance. He gets it to Johnston. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Quentin Johnston, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Done good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this is taken in at the 5. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Murray, one final try. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the